Hello. Y'all click this video. I'll explain what I mean. So, hope y'all doing well. If y'all don't know, I stream on this platform right here. So, I have decided to, yes, I'm still streaming, but not on just this platform. Now, if you're wondering, why is that? Now, YouTube recently had this ad restriction. They added a lot of things, and I follow under the rules of not even being in this label, and I'm still getting this ad suitability. This is exactly what YouTube did. For example, look at my peak. Look at those numbers, right? And it went down. Why? I had to take down 3,000 videos. YouTube made me take down 3,000 videos in order for me to be able to get monetized again. So, let me just talk about that real quick. So, I'm gonna talk as fast as possible. Obviously, I am remonetized, and I don't want to have YouTube look at me as a target, as a I don't want to have eyes from YouTube again. You know what I mean? So I'm gonna be careful what I say, but say what I need to say. So I streamed on YouTube back in 2023. It was super fun, right? I had a lot of fun. I started blowing up back in February. My best month was in fact February. I was making a lot of money, especially for a fresh 18-year-old. That was a lot of money. So it was good. Month after, March was really good. June was slowing down. July was starting to zoom back up again. I got an email at 3 a.m. letting me know that my channel was demonetized. Now, the reasoning was reuse of content. Reuse of content followed only 3, maybe 4 of my 3,000 videos. Everything else fit into the category of copyright section 107 of, reuse. Basically meaning there was stuff added to the video to call it mine. However, those 3 to 4 videos were my most viewed videos, which would classify me under being able to get demonetized. So I got demonetized. And what I don't talk about on YouTube is the fact that my paycheck that month was taken from me and was never given back, which was at least 4 figures. And that really got me tight. Really, really sent me over. Again, fresh adult, start making money. I have to pay bills. I have rent. I have car insurance. Real life stuff I gotta pay. So, with YouTube not only demonetizing me and not telling me what videos were the issue, but being way too broad, I just saw the big number go from that number to 0 the day before my payout. The day before my payout, they took it. So, rightfully, I would believe, I was very pissed. I started making a couple videos talking about how garbage the system was, talking about how there shouldn't be any reason of, if they already saw the ads, why are you taking the money from me? And then my channel itself had a 2-week shadow ban. I was only getting views off of channel, if not very, like 1 to 2 suggested browse. It's that low. I mean, for the channel that has 50,000 plus followers, very unusual. So, after realizing I was shadow banned, after realizing I'm not making money, it took me over 6 months to get monetized. And let me add further. It took 3 months for a video to hit algorithm. That's why when you hear me tell a story on Twitch where I'm like, yeah, I was shadow banned for 3 months, I would fully believe that. My channel video views, the only way they got views was from YouTube search. And they weren't hitting that SEO, the way the search engine works. They weren't hitting as good until obviously I got monetized, or actually more so after the 3 months. It was incredible to see how much power YouTube had over an issue that didn't need to be taken so extreme. So after seeing basically YouTube help my life, but also completely ruined it by a landslide, completely shifted my mindset, absolutely destroyed me as a person, because again, this is my job. I've done this for many years. This is my passion. This is what I believe God put me on this earth for. But also to put on top of that of God puts scenarios that I have to deal with for a reason. So me dealing with this on YouTube, I realized that I gotta do other stuff. So that's when I moved to Twitch. I officially moved to Twitch, and Twitch was pretty good. The difference between Twitch is you can get a payout once you hit 50 instead of 100. You get more ads you can put. Cheers are kind of like how YouTube would donate. It was pretty similar. Now, the thing with Twitch is YouTube doesn't have, or for Twitch does not have a For You page like YouTube does. Basically meaning that in order to grow on Twitch, you either need to find a category that doesn't have that many viewers that need streamers, or you need to have a lot of traffic from other platforms go to the Twitch. And so I've realized that, and I don't do too bad on Twitch. Granted, I'm still a very small creator. I'm very much aware. But I understand that I need numbers in order to go to Twitch. And so Twitch took a while to get the good viewers. Only the last 3 months when I've been able to start averaging 20, 30 viewers, peaking at like 70 viewers, which might not seem like much from an outside. But if you're a real streamer, you understand that's a lot. You genuinely understand. If you are a streamer watching this, you know that's a lot. And so seeing that 60 viewers, 70 viewers peak, maybe just have that flashback of, when I was doing so good on YouTube. And so why I bring up this video is because Twitch started doing what YouTube does. They're making it so you have to be part of that top 1%, that favoritism area, in order to get more ads, in order to get your ads run. It's awful. Like Twitch used to be, you can play copyrighted stuff. All you have to do is just make sure the segments are muted, and you can still get the ads. Again, the 6-7 ads viewers never liked, but it helped the creators big time with revenue. It's just Twitch did something like YouTube. They're doing better. I'm simply never gonna go back because of their copyright system they have when it comes to matching videos. That's not somewhere where I want to be when it comes to streaming. I still upload there because that's where I make a lot of money, but I'm never gonna stream on YouTube. I have no reason to, and I do forgive YouTube for what they've done. I believe YouTube 100% wronged me, but I'm not going to hold it over YouTube's head. I brought it up in this video because it's important to the story, but I forgive YouTube for the bad they've done. So, going back to Twitch. Twitch has done these things where you barely can have ads. And it sucks because it's literally exactly what happened on YouTube. I was following the rules to a T, and I still have to be the guinea pig that has to deal with the low amount of ads. Even when most of my viewers already have to watch the ads. It's disgusting. It's literally making the creator just eat dirt. That's genuinely what I don't like. Is the fact that I, as the creator, putting in a bunch of effort for my content, bringing a bunch of traffic to the platform, has to get treated like absolute dirt. I'm not like a big someone, but I'm still a streamer. And I know a lot of other people are streamers as well that could probably be dealing with the same stuff. And on top of what Twitch is doing, they're being so broad. Exactly what YouTube did. YouTube wasn't broad to what was reuse of my content. They didn't say whether it was 3 or 4 CapCut templates that I used, or if it was from maybe one TikTok that I used, but I added text and Cap, or if it wasn't stream clips that I made into long form videos, or I made those long form into shorts. They never said that. They never were specific. Technically, they don't have to. But what I'm pointing out is that that's garbage. That's garbage. If your platform's being run by the creators, you would think logically you would want to help the creators more. But unfortunately, that's not the case. So that's why, as the creator, you have to think on what's your next move, because the platform doesn't love you. It's simple. The platform does not like you. It can print out another one of you in a second. It does not care about you. So you have to find where it is going to be best for you. So introducing on what I'm going back to, because I tried it last year, Kick. Look, I started streaming on Kick again. And let me be honest, at the end of my stream, I was averaging more viewers than I did on Twitch when it came to something I don't normally do. Like, I just got watched for me streaming. Now, look, again, I don't have that many followers. My Wi-Fi was but I streamed for 5 hours. And in that 5 hours, I was able to enable subs. For Twitch, I remember I had to average a couple viewers. I had to do a bunch of different stuff. So requirements already bare to the floor. Number 2, I don't know if it's the way Kick is structured, if there's not that many streamers, but there's a lot of viewers. I got noticeably more viewers as a low followers, but still decent amount of average viewers, just being that small. Now, granted, I talked about it on my Twitch once or twice. I had at least one person in here minimum from my Twitch, but this was good. Top of that, Twitch is doing hourly wages, where you stream for an hour, and depending on your interaction, how many viewers, a lot of different metrics, that's how you'll get paid. How amazing is that? Genuinely, how amazing that is. That is amazing. I stream for 5 hours and I get an hourly wage. That's amazing. Now, what is the exact numbers? I couldn't tell you. I haven't got to that level yet. And not that many people talk about it, as there is a lot of people, that do stream, make good viewers, but not very many people talk about it. But yes, people do get hourly wages and the 95-5 split. And ... no ads. And I think that's one of the big reasons on why I keep viewers longer is no ads. Like, for example, when I streamed on Twitch today, I didn't have that many ads. And let's see if it pops up. I didn't have that many ads on my videos, on my streams, because I was running 30 seconds per hour. I only streamed for about, I think, 2 hours because my Wi-Fi was pretty bad. As you can see, it kept crashing a lot. But I noticeably had a decent amount of average viewers, and I wasn't even playing the game I normally played. So what I'm trying to say is it obviously is showing that what this is. It's showing that the ads are the biggest problem. And, well, for one, it's the platform, but the platform's in correlation to the ads in correlation to the platform. So that basically just what I'm trying to say is I am still streaming on Twitch. There's people that are comfortable staying on Twitch, and that's fine. As long as my PC can handle it, still going to stream on Twitch. It's for those people that are still comfortable to watch that. I don't stream on YouTube, never will again. You might see me short form stream once in a blue moon just to get on the algorithm a bit more, but I could care less about YouTube streaming. But where I really want to be is here. This is where I feel the most comfortable. Kick barely has any rules that are substantial at all. Split is good for the creator. And on top of that, you get rewarded if you do good. Like, Twitch's reward is, instead of the 45 to 50% split, you get 70%. That is good, but that's not an upgrade on your split revenue. When it comes to ads, that's none of that. It's Twitch as simple as you get more for your subs. Like, and I'm not saying that to be like, I'm not trying to say it as like it's a bad thing. That's obviously really really good to go for. But if you look at Kick, hourly wages 95.5. Like, yes, Kick's not going to do this forever, but it's at a point where this is where I need to be, and as a creator, I got to readapt and keep moving. And at the moment, what I'm realizing is my way of movement is to here. If you watch me to watch me, if you're somehow this far, tap into it. Try it out. Dude, the platform is not that bad at all. It is way better than it was before. If you watch Twitch, it's like Twitch but green, and you get no ads. So if you want to try it out, biggest recommendation ever, because this is where I'm going to basically try and put my heart at, because this is the only platform I can see that has a good future without screwing up the creator. Hope y'all enjoyed this kind of story time. This is a low-key April Fool's that I'm not actually stopping streaming, but hopefully eventually I can stream on just Kick. That'd be freaking fire. God bless. See y'all in the next one.